Welcome back to the Wisdom Within. I invite you to settle in, take a breath. This is not just a video, it's a journey. Today we'll explore something that's been misused, misunderstood, and at times commercialized, but remains one of the most sacred blueprints of healing we've ever been gifted, the chakra system. These aren't just colorful wheels on posters, they are portals, lenses, currents of energy that move through your body, your mind, and your spirit. They tell the stories of your life, what's open, what's blocked, what wants to move, and what's ready to heal. Whether you've never heard of the chakras before or you've been working with them for years, this is an invitation to begin again. Let's walk through each chakra, not just to memorize and understand, but to listen. Because your body is always speaking, and the chakras are how it sings. What are chakras really? Let's begin with the definition, then break it open. The word chakra comes from Sanskrit. It means wheel or disc, but what it really represents is movement, rotation, and flow. In the yogic and tantric traditions, chakras are considered centers of energy, vortexes within the subtle body, not the physical body. The subtle body is like your energetic twin, unseen but deeply felt. Your emotions, intuition, spiritual insight all live here. There are said to be 7 major chakras aligned along the spine, from the base of your body to the crown of your head. Each chakra governs not just the physical region, but also an emotional landscape, a mental pattern, a spiritual lesson. They are psycho-spiritual maps, showing us where energy is flowing and where it's frozen, where there's trust and where there's fear, where there's expression and where we've silenced ourselves. In Ayurveda, it's said that disease often starts in the energetic body first, then trickles into the physical body if left untended. So when we talk about healing the chakras, we're really talking about restoring balance, bringing life back to areas that have gone numb or overactive, scattered, or stuck. This is not just about visualization or chanting, it's about awareness, presence, and the willingness to see that each energy center is trying to teach you, because each chakra is a teacher. The root chakra, Muladhara. We begin at the base, Muladhara, the root chakra. Located at the base of your spine, at the perineum, the color is red, the element is earth. This is the chakra of survival, safety, grounding, and belonging. It asks one simple question: am I safe? The root is formed in early childhood when we first come into contact with material world. Were your basic needs met? Was the home stable? Did you feel protected? Or was there chaos, scarcity, trauma, or inconsistency? When the root chakra is unbalanced, we may feel anxious, ungrounded, disconnected from our bodies or the present moment. We may hoard, overeat, fear change, or cling to survival mode thinking. In modern society, many of us have fractured roots. We're constantly stimulated, overworked, and rarely in contact with the earth. So healing the root often means slowing down, touching the ground, eating warm food, creating routine, breathing into the belly. I like to ask, what makes you feel held? That's root chakra medicine. The sacral chakra, Svadhisthana. Moving upward, we enter the sacral chakra, or Svadhisthana. Located just below the navel, the color is orange, the element is water. This is a seat of emotion, pleasure, creativity, and sensuality. Where the root asks, am I safe? The sacral asks, can I feel? Can I enjoy? This sacral governs the womb space, regardless of gender. It's where life is birthed physically, emotionally, artistically. When the sacral is blocked, we feel numb, disconnected, creatively dry, emotionally reactive, sexually shut down, or overindulgent. Many of us store trauma here, especially relational trauma. This chakra holds our ancestral grief, our sensual shame, our creative blocks. To heal the sacral is to honor your emotions without drowning in them. To reclaim your right to joy, to move like water, flowing, feeling, expressing. Dance is powerful here, so is art, laughter, intimacy, and sacred sexuality. To feel is to be alive. The solar plexus, Manipura. Now we've arrived to the solar plexus, or Manipura. Located above the navel at the diaphragm, color is yellow, the element is fire. This is the center of willpower, confidence, personal identity, and transformation. Where the sacral asks, can I feel? The solar plexus asks, can I act? Can I choose? This is where you build your inner fire, where you learn to say yes, say no, set boundaries, make decisions, and trust your gut. When it's imbalanced, we may feel powerless, codependent, or insecure, or on the flip side, controlling, aggressive, perfectionistic. The solar plexus teaches us the difference between power and force, between control and confidence. True power doesn't dominate, it radiates. It doesn't shrink to make others comfortable, nor inflate to prove worth. It just is. To heal this chakra is to come back to sovereignty, to remember that you are the author of your own path. You don't need to control everything. You just need to stand in your center. That's your fire. That's your sun. The heart chakra, Anahata. At the center of the chest, where breath meets beat, we find the heart chakra, or Anahata. Its color is green, its element is air. This is the bridge between the lower chakras and form the survival and the upper chakras of thought and spirit. This is the bridge between the lower chakras of form and survival and the upper chakras of thought and spirit. The heart governs love, compassion, forgiveness, relationships, grief, and harmony. Where the solar plexus asks, can I act? The heart asks, can I open? Can I let myself be love? Can I love without needing to control, fix, or save? Can I forgive not just others, but myself? The heart chakra is often where we carry the most invisible pain, abandonment, betrayal, loss, guilt. It all lands here. And yet, when we soften into the heart, even for a moment, we remember who we are. Because at our core, we are love, not romantic, attachment-based love, but divine, unconditional presence. When the heart is blocked, we may feel cold, bitter, closed off, or overly dependent. When it's open, we feel connected, not just to others, but to life itself. Healing here often begins with grief, letting ourselves feel the sadness we've buried, letting ourselves need again, and slowly, as breath returns, we begin to remember softness, we begin to remember ourselves. The throat chakra, Vishuddha. Rising up, we come to the throat chakra, or Vishuddha. Located at the base of the throat, the color is blue, the element is ether or sound. This is the center of expression, truth, authenticity, and communication. Where the heart asks, can I open? The throat asks, can I speak? Not just out loud, but inwardly. Can I speak my truth to myself? Can I honor what I know, even if my voice shakes? When the throat is blocked, we may stay silent when we need to speak. We may feel misunderstood, creatively stifled, or disconnected from our voice, or we may speak too much without listening. Use words as shield, or noise, or deflection. The throat chakra is about resonance. It's about not being loud. It's about being aligned. When your words match your truth, people feel it. Your voice carries medicine, not just for others, but for you. Singing, chanting, journaling, honest conversations, all of these awaken the throat. When you find your voice, you find your path. The third eye, or ajna, located between the eyebrows, the color is indigo, the element is light. This is the center of intuition, vision, inner knowing, and perception. Where the throat asks, can I speak? The third eye asks, can I see? Can I see beyond appearances, beyond conditioning? Can I trust the inner whisper that knows even when logic doesn't? The third eye is your inner compass. It guides you towards what feels right, not just what looks good. When this chakra is out of balance, we may feel disconnected from our intuition, overly rational, overly skeptical, or we may drift into fantasy, losing our grounding in this world. To awaken the third eye is not to abandon reason, it's to expand it, to invite mystery back into the room, to become comfortable with not knowing while still walking forward. Meditation, dream work, time in silence, these help clear the fog. You were born intuitive. The remembering is already happening. The crown chakra, Shasahara. The crown chakra, Sahasrara. Now we've reached the top of the ladder, the crown chakra. Located just above the head, the color is violet or white. The element is consciousness itself. This is the center of unity, divinity, enlightenment, and connection to source. Where the third eye asks, can I see? The crown asks, can I surrender? Can I release control? Can I remember that I am not separate from the whole? The crown chakra isn't about going up or ascending in the egoic sense. It's about dissolving the illusion of separateness. It's about recognizing divine not as something out there, but as what you are. When blocked, we may feel spiritually disconnected, nihilistic, or overly fixated on the material world. When overstimulated, we may become spiritually dissociated, undergrounded, floating without embodiment. True spiritual awakening is not escapism, it's embodiment, the divine in the flesh. To nourish the crown, we must anchor the root. To open the spirit, we must feel safe in our bodies. The path of awakening is circular, not linear. The more we ascend, the more we return. Integration and application. So now that we've talked through 7 chakras, what does it mean to live with this awareness? You don't need to memorize Sanskrit names. You don't need to align your chakras every morning. You simply need to listen. When you feel stuck, tired, reactive, or overwhelmed, ask, where in my body am I holding tension? What chakra might be asking for attention? Is it my voice, my heart, my boundaries, my ability to feel or create? You can't heal everything at once, and you don't need to. The chakra system is a spiral. We return to each level again and again, each time with more wisdom, more presence, and more grace. The chakras are not dogma, they're not a checklist. They're a living language of the body, a map of your healing, a mirror of your soul's unfolding. As you explore them, let them teach you. Let them show you what's ready to be felt, what's ready to be softened, what's ready to be reclaimed. There is no rush, only rhythm. You are already whole. The chakras simply help you remember. Thank you for walking with me today. May your energy flow with ease, with clarity, and with love. Until next time, trust the wisdom within.